pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Going to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage, if you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. This sophomore stopping him short of the first down line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Third down play from the gun. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open,
who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Longhorns are on the move. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off play action. Makes the grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bryant. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after recovery. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national champions.
Oh, he's got some space. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He's right out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally. They understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 15 to Louisiana. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense. On fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grabbed in the middle. It's Thorne. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Everett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Scrambling away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Texas. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
It's 1st down from the 11. right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Getting set for the point after. And he just knocked it off the left upright, but it goes through for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset